you know, we all know about English language. It's an international language and it's very important to learn because it opens many doors. It's a mixture of every language. But do you know the history of English? How did it become the language everyone wants to learn? So here's the story begins. English was not always like this. Once upon a time, English was just a tribal language spoken by a few people on a cold island. But today it's a more powerful and global language in the world. So in today's video, we'll explore the journey of English language through time from Old English to English we speak today, and understand how it evolved, changed, and become the international language. So here's the beginning of English from 1450 to 1100 AD. So the story of English language begins more than 1500 years ago. I have difficulties to speak numbers. And it's a very long time. And that time there was no English. The people living there were called Celts or Celt. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. And they spoke their own Celtic language. And then three Germanic tribes, the English, Saxons, and Jutes, came from northern Europe and settled in England. They brought their language with them, and that mix of four languages slowly turned into what we now call Old English. But Old English sounded totally different like English we speak today. Even it was not sounded like English at all. For example, the word house sounds like hush, and woman was like wife. So if you time travel back to that time, you probably couldn't understand a single word. But still, it was the foundation of English. Many of our most basic words like man, women, house, water, food, sun, moon come from that time. And the second thing is the Vikings arrived. Norse influences from 8th to 11th century. So then came the Vikings, fierce warrior from Scandinavia. They didn't just fight, they also settled in part of England and mixed with the locals. Their language called Old Norse, and that began to blend with Old English. That's when we got simple everyday words like sky, eggs, leg, window, husband, and anger. And this was the best and revolutionary part. The mixing of languages made English stronger and more flexible. It became a language that could borrow and grow. And this habit of borrowing words from all over the world never stopped. English borrowed words almost from every language. And the third evolution is Norman invention, French influence, 1066 AD. Then came a major turning point in history. The Norman came from French and they spoke Old French. When they ruled England, French became the language of kings. Law and education, ordinary people still spoke English, but slowly English started absorbing thousands of French words. And that's why today English has so many words with French roots like beauty, government, dinner, courage, language, justice, and nation. And during this time, English changed so much that it became Middle English. And if you heard of Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, that's a Middle English, and it sounds funny to us now, but it's English that started to look a bit more familiar. And here is the fourth part is Renaissance. The Latin and Greek joined the party in 1400 to 1600, and next came the Renaissance, a period of learning art and science. People started reading Old Latin and Greek books again, and suddenly English borrowed even more words. Words like physics, biology, philosophy, literature, music, emotion, crisis, education, and that all came from Latin or Greek. And at the same time, William Shakespeare was born. Shakespeare added more than 1,700 new words to English. Words like lonely, gossip, hurry, gloomy, and majestic. And can you imagine one man creating so many words that we still use today? And the fifth major part is English crosses the ocean. colonial expansion. The time was 1600 to 1900. Now English began its biggest journey across the world. When the British started trading and colonizing countries like India, America, Africa, Australia, English went with them. And it met with people, new culture, and new languages. And it kept changing in India. English mixed with Hindi and other local languages, giving us words like Bangalore, jungle, shampoo, pajamas, and veranda. And in America, it picked up new ideas and accent, so it's not Americans' original language. In Australia, it met Aboriginal words like kangaroo and boomerang. English became like a traveler collecting a souvenir from every country it visited. And the sixth part is modern era, the global language from the time 1900 from today. In the 20th century, English spread even faster. Movies, music, the internet, and the technology all used English. Hollywood, pop culture, and later social media made English everywhere. And today there are more non-native speakers of English than native speakers. That means English you and I speak. Indian English, African English, European English are all part of its own modern story. And English is still changing. New words appear every year like selfie, binge watch, cancel culture, and AI. The language never stops evolving. So the history of English is not just story of language, it's the story of human connection. It's a mix of courage, creativity, curiosity. From the coal village of England to the busy streets of India, English has traveled everywhere, changing and adapting, just like us. So the next time someone says English is difficult, remind them it's not just a language, it's a journey of the world itself. And that's all for today's video. I had a lot of difficulties during recording this video because the numbers, I have really difficulties pronouncing number in English and also Hindi. I struggle a lot while speaking numbers. So I apologize for that being not very clear in today's video, and I hope this video is helpful and matches with your curiosity. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. And yes, don't forget to subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Bye bye.